A video that appears to be a news bulletin by a channel called Shia Waves is being shared on social media platforms with the claim that a large number of Indian Hindus have thrown away idols of gods on the streets as they have not protected the people from the COVID-19 pandemic. The video
Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect preaching his word in truth and sincerity. And to you, ribs, to you sisters out there living in silence and staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom. Right, so like if you've seen on the first video, the Lord's not playing around, man. He sent a big earthquake, which earthquakes happen every day, but in this particular instance, the buildings that fell the most and the hardest were these temples out there in I believe they were Indonesia or some area in Asia, right? And the people were devastated. There was butthurt, as they would say, because that's where they worship, right? But the Lord's gonna throw down all these places, no different than when He did, in Israel when He, said that He will not leave not one stone unturned, right? What makes you think that He's not gonna leave any stone unturned in all these other places of worship, right? They worship other gods, right? It's the Lord said that He's going to the judgment shall begin in the house of the Lord first, right? We destroyed our temples, right? It's time to destroy the Gentiles' temples. We're at the end of this thing, man, and you're gonna see a lot of these things. The second video you saw was a visualization, I would call it, because they claimed that it was because of the plan D to the Mech, the Demic
2000.
But it wasn't related to that. But still, the scriptures say, matter of fact, I'm gonna go get one. I'm gonna get that one. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19. O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, my strength and my fortress and my refuge, in the day of my affliction the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanities, and things where there is no profit. Right? So, this applies to everybody, not knowing the Lord and eventually coming to the realization, say that the true power is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. See? But in that visualization, as you saw, the Elamites getting rid of their idols, right? Noticing that there was no protection from those idols from the, sea to the nine. But, that's just a title of the video. That's not completely what happened in that video, but it's just a visualization to show you, right? Because the Lord don't like that. There's only one true God that should be worshipped and reverenced, right? And that is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He is a jealous power. This is Leviticus 19 and 4. Turn ye not unto idols, nor make to yourselves molten images, molten God, Salakia. I am the Lord, your power. Right, just speaking of Israel, right? And it's going to come a time where all the nations will be under the rule of the, the Israelites, right? This is Revelation chapter 2 In verse 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Right? So all the nations will have to come in subjection to the Israelites through the governance of Yahushai, which is Yahweh's salvation, right? His only begotten Son, the first created, the last created, that he gets the crown of the King of Kings, right? And he has kings under him, which is the Israelites or the sons of God, because Israel means sons of the power, right? Verse 27, he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of the potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I receive of my Father. Right? The people who overcome and keep the works, they're going to have the power to force these laws on the other nations, so they won't have any of these issues. Right? We're slowly seeing the Lord taking down all these temples and shrines and things of that nature. The peace of the earth is being taken away and stripped away piece by piece. This is Leviticus chapter 26, verse 4. Then will I give you rain in due season. No, Salaka, that's not the one I wanted. I want verse 1. And ye shall make you no idols, nor graven images, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, your God. Now, this one right here cuts the Christian church, especially the Catholics, 1,000 times, man. When you're doing that little cross symbol on your face, Lord hates that. Just to let you know. Right, but eventually everybody's going to come to the realization that all these, these denominations and these religions were a lie. Right, that they were designed to keep you away from the power. Right, and that people are going to lament that. They're going to wish that they knew the Lord. And eventually they will have to worship the Lord through the structure and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This is Ezekiel chapter 6, verse 4. And your altars shall be desolate, and your images shall be broken, and I will cast down your slain men before your idols. Right? Because the judgment of the Lord is gonna happen at Israel first. See what I'm saying? So they're gonna get the most punishment because they were told to do better. And then the other nations are going to fall behind. Verse 5, and I will lay the dead carcasses of the children of Israel before their idols, and I will scatter your bones round about your altars. And in your dwelling places, the cities shall be laid waste, and the high places shall be desolate, that your altars shall be laid waste and made desolate, and your idols may be broken and cease, and your images may be cut down, and your works may be abolished. And the slain shall fall in the midst of you, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right, that's a very powerful statement. I mean, straight to the point, man. I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem B'kaha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to the hopeful elect, preaching this word in truth, sincerity. To you ribs, to you sisters out there, learning in silence and staying in order. I say to you all, Shalom.